It's not clear what will be the impact of climate change on employment in the long term. We know there will be jobs that will be destroyed, but also jobs that will be created. But will the creation outnumber the destruction, or will it be the opposite? We know that many jobs will be also transformed. We know already that some skills are becoming obsolete, and there are new skills needs that are emerging. It's quite complex. The impact on the labor market will depend on the changes from in climate itself, but we all know there's no consensus on this today. There will also be the impact from new policies and regulations, but they are not in place in all countries. And also changes in consumer preference will also impact on the labor market. But it's also very early to know what will be the trends. So basically, we don't have the data that we will need in order to be able to understand clearly what will be the final impact or the net impact on employment. Now, it's not because we don't have all the information that we cannot act. And actually, at the local level, there's a lot that people can do to speed up transition to a low carbon economy and seize opportunities. First of all, there is, even if there's no data available, there's a lot of information that exists. And local stakeholders can access this data through their proximity with businesses, households, public utilities. So employment services, training agencies, economic development agencies, municipalities can do a lot to get this information, but it's very important to be able to use this information meaningfully. And that's the second point where the local level can play a meaningful role. It's not because there is no new policies or regulations adapted to the needs to green the economy further that we can't do much. There's a lot of existing policies in for the labor market, for training and education, for the economy that we can use locally and adapt them to the local conditions in order to seize opportunities that arise and also to speed up the transition to a low carbon economy. So also we need to develop capacities there. It's the capacity to use the information that we have gathered in a way that will influence the local strategies, the local diagnostics, the long-term plans. We need to build partnerships with the private sector and also with employment services, training agencies, so that together we can see what can be done today to create better employment opportunities and at the same time speed up transition to a low carbon economy, therefore contributing to a greener economy overall. And this is what the LEED program can contribute. Our mission is to build more and better quality jobs through better, more effective policies, more integrated strategies, through building partnerships with the private sector and through innovation in practices. On green jobs, we have a specific work plan which consists in trying to identify what are the changes that are happening in the firms concretely. And we try to understand at the same time what are the challenges that are emerging for local stakeholders, employment services, training agencies, economic development agencies. And we try to identify methods, instruments, and tools that are delivering good results and that could be used in other contexts, other countries, other localities, other regions. This work by the LEED program on green jobs is part of a broader OECD major project called the OECD Green Growth Strategy, in which many directorates are involved. And also it is our contribution to our broader collaboration with the International Labour Organization, which also does very important work and research on green jobs. And we think that by joining forces between international organizations, we can deliver better results applicable by the whole world.